Oof, do I have opinions about these open railings? That's what I said, right? Welcome to part 2 of me giving my unfiltered thoughts on this house as a designer and a mother. Love the color of this hardwood, but I would not choose hardwood stairs for little kids. They will slip and fall and hit their heads. That's something I would wait to upgrade. The windows on this bonus room freak me out. It would be so easy for a kid to fall out of those or jump. I do like the size of this laundry room though. Windows, a sink, and leftover space for tall items, 10 out of 10. My second beef with these windows is any sound that you make up here is going to carry downstairs. So if you're up here to be separate from downstairs, it doesn't really matter because the sound will carry. I don't have a lot of comments on this room except for these lockers. 0 out of 10. They aren't to scale, they're ugly, and don't function as good storage. Obviously, this is a staged home, so whatever. I do think that bathroom tile is cute though. Also, you'll notice as we go through these rooms, every bedroom has its own bathroom, which would obviously be a nightmare to clean, but how nice for everyone to have their own bathroom, their own space, and any room can be a guest room. I don't love the tile choices as much in these next 2 bathrooms, but I do love when people go bold with their bathrooms. My biggest issue with the bathrooms is that none of the vanities have drawers. Of the 3 bedrooms, this would be the one I would choose to stay in, simply because it's the only one with a walk-in closet. So here's my beef with the open railing, or I should say the open hallway. All 3 of those rooms walk right out to it. So if you have little kids and you're entertaining, all that sound will travel right up to their rooms and they can walk right out and see. If you have a toddler, you know they have the biggest FOMO of anyone around. I love the placement of that mirror. I do really like this primary bedroom. I love the windows on both sides of the bed. It's big enough for a footstool and a lounge. But why do they only offer barn door or no door for this house? Doesn't keep out light or sound, which I would think would be the main reason you'd want it on a primary bathroom. I don't love the tile for this bathroom, but I do love the layout. And did you notice they have drawers? This is the first of 2 closets for a his and hers closet. There's a giant shower, ample space for all of your clothes. Who doesn't love a big closet where you dream of being organized and never are? We love more storage. And a water closet always feels a little more luxurious. This one would have a door on it, but they don't put the doors on in model homes. We love a separate vanity, and I really love a tub underneath windows. Hopefully there isn't a house built right next door. Here's another look at that primary bedroom. And you're about to see my confusion with the beams on the ceiling. They just stop. Look at that view from the main bedroom though. I know a lot of you are gonna think I'm being really negative, but when you're paying $2 million for a home, you need to think critically. Part of my job is to help people envision what it would be like to live in a space. It's so easy to get caught up in the grandeur of a house and forget to notice the little things, like drawers in a vanity or a prep kitchen sink that's perfectly in view. These are my unfiltered thoughts. Let me know if you want me to do any more model home walkthroughs.